front. That's right now, and that's after storms rolled through North Georgia overnight and this morning. Let's take a live look, if we have it right here, at radar. We might not have that. We wanted to show you where the next wave of storms was heading. We might have a live look from our 11 Alive Sky Tracker, giving us a look at some of the damage. There it is over at Ellijay. You can see just a lot of damage sweeping that area overnight as these storms came through.
Certainly looked like some buildings flattened out there as well. We have team coverage for you tonight. Our crew has been out on the ground tracking storm damage in communities all day. Our Ron Jones and Brittany Kleinpeter out in Ellijay, and our Molly Oak in Roswell tonight. We'll have more from them in just a moment, but first we want to get you straight over to meteorologist Melissa Nord. So Melissa, we are catching a bit of a break here after some intense thunderstorms that we saw overnight, but some of us could see more of that coming soon.
And that'll be moving in by tomorrow morning during the commute. And you're right, these were intense thunderstorms. You can see all of the dozens of damage reports scattered across North Georgia. A lot of those highest wind gusts that we got were in Ellijay, where our crews are now, and where just about an hour ago I got off the phone with the National Weather Service, and they've said they're sending a crew for a damage survey north and likely will be out in Ellijay tomorrow to confirm if this was straight line winds or if it was a tornado, and if a tornado, how strong was that? But we also got very heavy rainfall. Some of our highest rainfall totals also in Ellijay, about 6 inches of rain there. But now rain, thunderstorm activity has exited our area. We're in a break for about the next 6 to 12 hours. Some isolated shower activity possible tonight, but it's these storms developing over Texas that are going to target parts of Georgia by first thing tomorrow morning. So the next couple of hours for us going to stay dry. Overnight tonight, a few showers will move through, but it's first thing tomorrow morning when this next more widespread round of showers and storms pushes from Alabama into Georgia. I do believe that the bulk of the severe weather will likely stay south of our area altogether, but a few of those showers and storms will also push northward into the metro. So again, we have a break the next couple of hours, but more storms coming in by tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, though, the cleanup process, I mean, it is just in its beginning phases. Ron Jones, you're out in Ellijay right now. We can see power crews behind you trying to get the power back on, but it's going to take some time before all the cleanup can get really done.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we're talking about at least days, possibly weeks to get all the debris picked up. Hopefully they can get the power on. You pointed this out here, Melissa. Look behind me here. This is Georgia Power. Still trying to get those power poles upright, trying to get the power back on for a lot of these folks here. Now, emergency management here in Gilmer County tells 11 Alive that there are 20 to 30 roads completely washed out, not passable right now until that water recedes as well. So this is one of more than 24 roadways here in Gilmer County that they're dealing with that, trying to get the cleanup going and trying to get the power back on. Now, not too far from where I'm standing is 11 Alive's Brittany Kleinpeter. She has been speaking with some of the residents who are dealing with the aftermath of that strong storm. She joins us live now with an update. Brittany?
Hey, Ron, we are in the center of several homes that really got hit with debris. I want you to take a look over here. These are 2 homes that we spoke with the homeowners. You can see some of their items scattered throughout. There's a basketball goal. We saw some chickens, baby chicks earlier that looks like they were in some kind of enclosure and that got destroyed. They were kind of just running around here, and the homeowners just came over here. They were trying to catch their cats that were in the middle of all of this debris, but you're also going to notice there's a lot of metal roofing around here, and it appears that that roofing came from the nearby Georgia Forestry Commission office. That office, it serves both Gilmer and Pickens County, and that was severely damaged as well. Officials spent most of the day today trying to get the equipment out of that building.
No cost yet. We're trying to get our mind wrapped around what all damage we do have. Obviously, there's a lot of internal damage as well from water damage.
This area, once again, is Ellington Road off Old Highway 5. We're not too far from where Ron is, but this is where most of the severe damage is. We spoke with county officials, and they shared with me that there's pockets like this throughout the county and that they're continuing to assess the damage, so they're not really sure the extent of all of it. But again, this is just a glimpse of what we're seeing out here. We're going to continue to talk to folks out here, but for now, I'm going to send it back to you, Ron. Reporting in Gilmer County, Brittany Kleinpeter, Carpenter, 11 Alive News.
All right, Brittany, thanks for being on top of that story, and thank you that you have an opportunity to speak to some of the residents. We're going to head down the hill down there in Roswell. That's where we find Molly Oak right now, right off the Chattahoochee River, Azalea Park, an area that sees a lot of flooding when we see storms move through. So, Molly, what are you seeing right now?
And Ron, that's exactly why the Roswell Fire Department came out here earlier today to check out the water levels. We were out here as the battalion chief looked over things. He told me everything was looking good, so they shouldn't see any flooding around here. Previously, when there's been a lot of rain, this has been something where it's flooded up into this parking lot, over to the road, swamping some of the cars. So I know that was a concern for them, but that was only some of the work that Roswell Fire Department was doing before and during the storms.
The crews make sure that their small equipment's ready, their chainsaws, chains are sharp, full of fuel, make sure they're running properly, extra supplies on the trucks if needed, tarps, things like that, and just monitoring the weather throughout the shift.
And the fire department says the chainsaws were definitely needed today. Check out these photos from the Roswell Fire Department. First, of a tree blocking a road that crews had to cut up and get out of the way. And then earlier today, this tree also came down on a car at an office park in Roswell. Now, the fire department told me earlier they didn't have any reported injuries during the storms, just some property damage. The battalion chief also wanted to remind everyone to go ahead and have a weather app on your phone that's going to keep you updated to anything that may be coming your way. Maybe the 11 Alive app would be a good one to download. Back to you, Ron.
Okay, thanks a lot, Molly. Really good advice there. Thanks, Molly Oak. Also, Brittany Kleinpeter up here in LJ. Before I toss it back to you guys down there, just want to give you a quick update that emergency management in Gilmer County said there's a couple of rivers that are above flood levels, so they're monitoring those right now. We'll stay on top of that as well. Ron Jones and LJ, back to you in the studio.
All right, Ron, thank you so much. Right now, we are tracking all of the up-to-the-minute updates on the weather for you online. Just text the word storms to the number you see right here on your screen, 404-885-7600. We'll send a link straight to your phone with all of the latest information.
And we are dedicated to keeping you weather aware. We are here to help you out. All you have to do is download the 11 Alive News app. You can track live radar. You can also turn on alerts specific to your neighborhood.
And taking a look at those roads here for your Thursday evening, we've had a lot of crashes out there, but thankfully a lot of them have been moved over to the shoulder, like this one that has really slowed some people down going up the I-75 corridor. We had a crash that had 2 left lanes blocked here at North Marietta Parkway on I-75. They've now been moved to the shoulder. Still pretty slow through there. Still some emergency crews down there on the scene. You see that we still have a police officer down there, and they have again that car over on the shoulder. We'll continue to help get you home this evening, and hopefully things can continue to move fairly smooth. Jennifer?